And we are now live. So whoever is going to be watching this now or later, welcome. And today we're continuing the Trails shenanigans, as is usual, excluding the fact that I did not follow through with my plan of getting double 2 trail streams, but that's separate shenanigans. Timer, can you start? For the love of. Okay, there we go. Still not sure why the timer is having a stroke all the time, but yeah. Okay. Well, let us begin. And to begin, we essentially need to quickly recap of what the hell did we do last stream. Let's see. We checked for requests, then we checked around the outer area of Crossbell, and then we went to the inner area because the main request was from Donovan in CPD HQ, so that was the last thing we did. Let's see. We found a shining palm at the West Highway, but later on off stream I tested the palm after researching the spawn condition. Apparently the easiest way to spawn to make a shining palm spawn at its location is to enter from a safe area, and conveniently the West Highway shining palm was near the Belgard entrance, and I suppose the Belgard entrance counts as a safe area. But the conclusion was that EXP wise they're useless. I'm not sure if all of them were useless, but but these ones are useless. So I ended up just grinding some Sepid on them and leveling up Theo's final slot. Now only Ellie is left, I believe. Okay, what else? Then at Ursula Road, near the medical college, at the parking lot, we found Belle, and she and Dieter were apparently there at the hospital to do their usual thing, which we find out later to be some charity shenanigans. Basically giving gifts to the hospital yearly, which is fair. Then at Shizuku's room, Cecile invited her to the festival next year with Lloyd and Arios and others, so that's nice. Gunther is as fishing oriented as ever. Seems like literally everyone has heard about the foot race shenanigans that we did on the day prior. What else? Then at the East Highway, at the entrance to Crossbell, we see that the CPD is actually handling double parking permit situation that we reported earlier. At Tangram Gate, Sonia also heard about the foot race shenanigans, like literally everyone heard about it at this point. Then we eliminated the monster request at the Armorica Road. What else? At the Mines Cathedral, at the Mines Mountain Path Cathedral, near the entrance to Crossbow, we found Aeolia and Lynn, who are both on a medical herb delivery request. What else? At the Doll Studio in front of it, we found Estelle and Joshua talking about the 13 factories and the information that pointed them here, which is definitely related to Ren, unlike the auction stuff. And according to Joshua, 13 factories is a network of 12 workshops that have passed down ancient technology, and supposedly this Doll Studio is one of them as well. Then we actually walk in on their dialogue, ask them if they are on a request here, and then they say that it's personal business, but no one's in right now, so then they pivot the conversation to ask if we're good after yesterday's race, and then they head back to the city. The team seems to realize that they are hiding something, but Ellie says that it's not our business to stick our noses in their private matters, so yeah. Lloyd shows his sharpness as a detective, because he connects the dots together by assuming that Joshua and Estelle might know Ren somehow. Then we get to mines and handle the mine monster extermination request. We eliminated all of the monsters and loot all of the chests, and also get some sepet as a reward from the mayor. That marks the end of that request. Then we finally get to Crossbow, the city itself. Let's see. Bennett at her stall at the West Street is still competing with Oscar, but apparently she's been tasked with the creation of this month's bread, so she's getting some progress. Then at Ian's office, we learned that he was invited to an international symposium at the City Hall this afternoon, but he himself does not seem to be very excited about it. In Belheim, according to Aunt Late, the uncle is also out for the symposium. Then at Residential, we check on Haywards, and apparently Colin met a man from really far away yesterday, whatever that means. And because of that, and he said that the said man is going to have fun at the harbor, so So Sophia and Harold are a bit suspicious of it, but they're still planning to go, so I guess they are going to handle it one way or another. At Geofront B at Jonas' abode, he seems to be having some difficulties dealing with someone or something, to the point that he does not notice us, and he does say something about no one getting away with breaching his system or something, which later on, as we finish up the main request, we get a call from Yona, and basically he wants our help, specifically Teal's help, in hacking the said adversary, rival, who is revealed to be Kitty. What else? Then we handled the Archangel request, which was about Ilya getting stalked, but in reality, as we progress through the request, it gets revealed that it was a thief from slums, and Ilya accepts the thief Shelley, who is later also revealed to be a girl, as her assistant. But that's the TLDR. The technical details is that they found out that the stalker was showing up around her home and was even being spotted entering the apartment. Then we learned that there have been some witnesses, and according to the witnesses, the stalker was a short boy about 14 to 15, and face was well hidden due to a hat. Ilya really does not care about it that much, because she's really calm about the situation, since from her perspective nothing was stolen, no harm was done, so she's chill. Then we check her room, check the witnesses, and then we check the surroundings. We figure out that the stalker entered from the back door, and Lloyd also noticed that Ilya's room, the door to Ilya's room was being lockpicked due to scratches. What else? Then it was time to catch the target, who ended up entering Ilya's room, unlocking it with a lockpick. Then the stalker was planning to steal something expensive, but the team interrupted him. Ellie and Theo near the bed, Randy near the entrance, but through acrobatic movements the stalker escaped and tried to bait out the rest of the team through the front door, but Lloyd was waiting at the railing at the back door. Ellie said that the stalker doesn't look like from Crossbow, so we caught him, called Ilya, informed about his arrest. Then we learned that she's from the slum at the border. And then Ilya decided to take in Shuli as her assistant as punishment. And she also seemed to think that Shuli would make a good dancer. Risha then explains that she basically went through the same thing. And as we leave the room, we get the big reveal that Shuli is actually a girl and not a boy, and then Lloyd gets very much in a not comfortable situation. Which was certainly an experience. And then that was the request done. Let's see, what else? Then, at the Bracer Guild, we learn that Arios is on guard duty for the City Hall event, along with the First Division. Then, at the Fisherman's Guild, we ranked up to First Class Fisher. What else? Found Garcia talking to Ashley at Nine Valley. But whatever he was trying to offer to her, she declined. Then he tried to scare her, but then Jingo walked up from the basement and told Garcia to shut up, which was hilarious. Then at the harbor we learn that Roy is apparently Morse's grandson. Assuming that is new information, I didn't double check if that's new or not. Then we check IBC basement floor, where we learn that there's apparently been a hacker trying to hack into the IBC systems all morning. Which now that I think about the request that we get later from Yona, I wonder if that is actually related. Like, is Kitty not just hacking into Yona's systems, but also every single system present in Crossbow? Because that is a different scale. But regardless. Then we check on admin at the City Hall, where the symposium is supposed to be happening. We see Arios and Dudley talking, although they are relatively forgotten I here. Relatively hostile to each other, but it seems like it's purely because the factions don't get along. Then we get to the CPD HQ and do the Donovan's request, which is essentially us. The request is basically he wants our help to expose a counterfeit dealer coming to Crossbow, and they narrowed the point of entry to 3 places, and we're checking one of those, which is the Tangram Gate, and we're coordinating with Sonia. So then we go to Tangram Gate, fill Sonia in on the situation, get assistance. The bus arrives and we see Kilika among the passengers. Randy seemed to be interested in Kilika, which is, well, usual Randy shenanigans. And then we we talked to all of the passengers in the rest area, courtesy of Noel actually herding them in. Then during the bus ride to Crosswell, the team is trying to figure out who is the counterfeit dealer, and we deduce who it is, which is the old hag who lied about her grandson, because Michelin was not built at the point of time 3 years ago. Then the bus arrives to Crosswell, everyone exits, we call out to her. Then she snaps, calls Theo a munchkin, which is unacceptable. And then she runs, but Kilika trips her up at East Street. And then we apprehend her. We also get her to go back with us to the CPD HQ because she helped with the arrest. Raymond is suffering with the old hag because her personality is very strong. Then Donovan asks us about Kilika, who then introduces herself as a Calvadian entertainment producer. Sure you are. Then we learn from Donovan that the other stakeouts went pretty well, but the end game is not satisfying, as they're probably going to try this again next year, because Crosswell cannot give sufficient punishment due to circumstances. Then we learn about Kilika's goal, which seems to be getting Archangel to perform in Carvard, perhaps even Thor, which explains her Jubal comment back at the rest area in Tangram Gate. And then that's basically request complete. Then we exit the CPD HQ and Lloyd gets a call from Yona, and that's where we get the request from Yona, and his reward for the task is a memory quartz with info that we might want, so we got hooked. Then when we visit Yona, he tells Theo that he wants her help with some hacking. Then he explains that he's only trying to get the jump on his fearsome rival, who then he explains that he's referring to Kitty, who he apparently first encountered half a year ago while busy hacking. Then he realized that he was being traced, then he managed to escape, but then she taunted him, and ever since she's been screwing with his business ventures. And Yona's plan to handle Kitty seems to be to bait her out, and Theo then says that there are two issues with that plan. One issue is that she needs a suitable terminal. She does not want to risk the integrity of the office's terminal. And the second issue is that we don't really have time, but he's persistent, so Theo decides to do this solo, but since the team is worried, Lloyd decides to accompany her while the rest of the team handle other stuff. in terms of the terminal, Jonas says that there is a suitable terminal in the Geofront A. So I suppose we're going to back to the first Geofront shenanigans. And that's basically where we ended the stream. I double checked the segment prior to the foot race. I double checked the segment prior to the foot race, but really did not find any quests. So any extra quests. Maybe I missed something, but doesn't seem like it. I think I was being pretty thorough. And then I double checked the segment here, but it doesn't really seem like there's much to do here either, so might as well continue. Also, is it still long here? Yeah, it's still long. Okay, I think I'm actually going to report the dealer request since it's done, and then we can do things.
はい、それではさすが皆さんです。報告はでは。
Nice. Time to deal with the request. This is B sector, so A sector has to be that one, so that's probably the area at the end that was locked, so.
何？
Well, let us begin.
よし。だったら細かい打ち合わせをしちまおうぜ。じゃあ、私とランディは警察本部の方に向かうわね。
ロイド、清介のことは頼んだぜ。
なあ、任せてくれ。ランディは仕事をサボったりするなよ。
ギグそんなめっそうもない。
まあ、私が一応監視してるから。
Good luck, Ellie. Try to keep him from gambling at the casino. Starting Jonas request. Jonas request. Randy and Ellie leave the party.
リオちゃん、頑張ってね。はい。エリーさんも。そんじゃ、向こうに到着したらエニグマでこっちに連絡してくれよ。ミッション開始すっからさ。わかりました。
よくわからないけど、あまりやりすぎないでくれよ。動力ネットを利用している人に迷惑をかけるのはダメだぞ。
言われるまでもねえよ。僕もティオも多分キティも一般ユーザーに気づかれるような素人臭い真似をするもんか。ネットという領域の水面下で2対1の鬼ごっこをする、そんな感じになるはずなので、心配はいらないかと。
ま、それならいいんだけど。
そんじゃよろしく頼んだぜ。さーて、腹ごしらえにピザでも頼んでおこうかな。
How does he burn his calories,
やれ
bruh?
やれ。それじゃあここを出てジオフロント A 区画の奥にある場所だったか。
はい、第三制御端末ですね。細かい位置については到着した時に説明します。
了解。それじゃあ行こうか。
Oh. I was expecting us to have some free activity, but I guess no. Huh.
さてと、A 区画の滑走というと、右にあるエレベーターを降りるんだったか。
はい、降りた先の奥に ロックされたエレベーターがあったのを覚えていますか？認証コードを打ち込めば起動するので、そこから仮想エリアに行けるはずです。
So I guess we have a new area unlocked in the A sector after this. Moved to Geofront A. Tio explains that we need to get to the elevator that was locked prior.
なるほど。って認証コードなんかどうやって手に入れたんだ？
以前 IBC の端末でヨナの居場所を突き止めた時に偶然手に入れました。
Seems like Tio stumbled upon the old code for the elevator when we were tracing Yona at the IBC before. Are you sure you just stumbled upon it, Tio?
多分そのまま使えると思います。
大丈夫なのか？勝手に使ったりして。
ジオフロントそのものはクロスベル市の施設ですから法的には問題ないかと。
I suppose that's fine.
問い合わせの手順を短縮しただけのことです。
Hooray for efficiency?
そういうもんか。まあいいか。とにかく降りてみよう。
はい。
I assume we cannot get out. Wait, we can. We can actually get out. Oh. So we don't have big access. Winged Sept. Roberts thinks that Lloyd and Theo are on a date. Bruh. Theo is planning to scold him later. And he's very excited for random reasons. He does give us a book, though. Okay. Wendy got acknowledgement. I think you may break with that kind of attitude. Bruh. I mean, he does actually seem to be out, so... I assume I cannot... yeah... back alley? So we are limited to Station Square. Station Street, according to lid, there's a private freight line running from Belgrade to Tangram. Members of CGF and police can use it after submitting an application. Okay, we are limited. Well, that's all I need at this point, I guess. Geofront A, lower, rather, Geofront A, just Geofront A, this one, this one.
これが A 区画の仮想に降りるエレベーターですね。認証コードを打ち込みます。起動しました。
よし、それじゃあ降りるか。その端末っていうのは仮想のどこにあるんだ？
おそらく仮想の最応にあるかと。それなりに歩くとは思うので気をつけた方が良さそうですね。
Should be fine.
ああ、そんな場所に一人で行こうとしてたのか。
Down we go. Hmm.
しかし上の階層と比べると照明とかが古いタイプみたいだな。
Entering the lower sector.
もしかして建造された時期が違うのか？
ええ、この辺りは初期の頃に建造されたエリアみたいですね。
Lloyd notices that the lighting system in the lower levels is older. Theo confirms it. Apparently the lower levels were the first ones to be built.
ジオフロント自体20年前から続いている都市計画の産物ですが、
The Geofront itself is a product of an urban planning project that spans 20 years.
割と場当たり的な仕様変更で複雑な構造になったみたいですね。
Apparently, during construction, there were some spontaneous changes, which made the entire structure more complex than intended. 20 years. 20 years. It's currently what time is it? What year is it? $1204. 1204. 1204. Wait, you want to say that this was happening during the same time period that the ZCF was being dismantled and rebuilt? That's... Huh. Interesting. I tried to look at the timeline that I made for Sky and look if that actually gives me any information about what was the timeline of the other areas during the time that this Geofront was being built, but it doesn't seem like there's much of interest, rather much of interesting things that happened specifically at that time.
工事の発注に関しては議員の利権が絡んでいるという話をエリーさんから聞いたことがあります。
はあ、なるほどね。それにしてもかなり広そうな場所じゃないか。こんなところに一人で来ようなんて思ったのか？
それはその
Aww.
すみません。
It's okay, Tio. It's okay, Tio.
いいよ。
Tio says that Ellie told her stories about how the construction was being manipulated by Diet members. Lloyd asks Tio if she was really fine coming down here alone, and Tio says that Tio seems to acknowledge that she would have some issues, and apologizes. But Lloyd's fine. Well, Lloyd says it's fine. Team cares about team members.
とにかく怪我しないように。それだけは心がけてくれ。 俺の方も全力で守るからさ。
はい。ロイドさん、でしたらコンビネーションを使ったクラフトを試してみませんか？エリーさんやランディさんみたいにうまくはできないかもしれませんが。
なあ、いいかもしれないな。よし、せっかく二人きりだし、この際しっかり練習しておくか。
はい。
Then asks if they could practice a combo craft, and Lloyd agrees. Oh, that is a maze. It lived a team rush. That is strong.
それ。私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。せいはっ。
それ。敵集団撃破しました。
It's strong, but not to the point that I would need to actually go with odds instead of just
先生
crit.
可能。始めましょう。
了解。チャンスだ。よし、畳みかけるぞ。
行きます。
Now this one may actually require me to use that.
エニグマ駆動。それ。敵集団撃破しました。
Yeah, 3 guesses, huh? Okay, so that leads to a place. Then where does this lead? Attempting luck skill check. Luck skill check failed. The chest is still empty. Well, I guess I don't have enough luck to bypass that. Also, wait, that... Oh, so now it's open. Huh.
So こです。先生可能。始めましょう。
了解。チャンスだ。よし、畳みかけるぞ。
行きます。
Okay, it's
それ。
It's petrified.
私の番です。
よし。
行きます。
行くぞ。やっと。よし、もう大丈夫だ。よし、一気に行くぞ。
オッケーです。
チャンスだ。よし、畳みかけるぞ。
はい。それ。行きます。そこです。
Nice.
敵集団撃破しました。そこです。
よし、 一気に行くぞ。
OK です。
行くぞ。そう、
チャンスです。
任せつけや。まだまだいける。
Okay. Oh, that's a big looking area. We also have something that seems to be a switch or something. I mean, it looks like a switch, but I don't think I can actually reach that.
先生可能。始めましょう。
了解。俺の番だな。それ。
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
任せてくれ。やっと。
私は。
行くぞ。さあ、まだまだいける。 よーし、一気に行くぞ。
はい、
任せてくれ。やりゃ。よし、もう大丈夫だ。
Okay. Where does this go? Chest.
そこです。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。やっと。
そこです。
よし、やっと。これが俺たちの力だ。
Isekai'd by a chest, huh? Okay, we exited from there, so this is how we go up.
そこです。
さあ、
私の番です。そこです。
行くぞ。さあ、任せやりゃ。
はい、
よし、そう。よし、もう大丈夫だ。
Okay.
敵出現。
任せてくれ。
めんどくさいです。
そこだ。行くぞ。さあ、そこだ。
敵集団撃破しました。
Oh, wait, we actually have a spot here. Lift control valve. Oh, I see what we're doing here. We're lifting this to actually make the entrance possible. That's nice.
そこです。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。
チャンスです。
行くぞ。
さて、
任せてくれ。やりゃ。まだまだいける。
そこです。
よーし、一気に行くぞ。
チャンスです。はあ、これで一安心です。
Okay. Well, I suppose now we go down further. Let's double check if I have missed anything or not. Does not seem like I have missed anything. So far, that is. Okay, good. Just double checking. Oh, great. 2 paths to go. One of these is going to be a chest. Or something like this.
なんだこりゃ。
ジオフロント内の換気をする巨大な換気扇ですね。本来は災害時や緊急時以外は停止しているらしいですけど、過去の事例を発見。どうやら誤作動で動いている可能性が高そうです。他にも何機かありそうですね。
そうか。そういうことなら片っ端から止めた方が良さそうだな。
はい、そこの装置で停止できます。
Went even further down, found an active fan. Theo says that there's multiple and that they shouldn't be working and they are functional due to a malfunction. So we're disabling them. I mean, it also is going to be a platform, so...
敵接近、注意してください。なんとかしないと。
Well, that's not ideal.
ドライブ開始。それ。
ありがとう。俺の番だ。やりや。
はい、ヘイ。データ収集終了しました。
Ah, yes, the Opal VPN. And that's hilarious. I was most definitely not expecting a VPN sponsor thing. Sponsor meme reference. As a chest message even. I should be able to recover that from fighting, but let's see.
そこです。先生可能。
Double.
始めましょう。
行くぞ。やりや。任せて。新手か。望むところだ。俺の番だな。
Oh, really? Sealed, huh?
私の番です。
それ。
お返しで私の番です。ヘイ。
任せてくれ。それ。よし。上出来だ。
I mean, I suppose just because they are not giving me any EXP doesn't mean that they do not have the capability to annoy me.
そこです。先生可能。始めましょう。行きま。そこです。私。ヘイ。はあ、これで一安心です。そこです。先生可能。始めましょう。私の。ヘイ。敵集団撃破しました。そこです。
Do I not have a way to actually... Huh. Wait. What?
Hey.
Oh. I did not process that this was an entrance.
Yosh! 一気に行くぞやっ
はい、タ
任せてや
ー。はい、タ
行くぞやっ
ー。さてと、へい。データ収集終了しました。ター。先生可能。始めましょう。エニグマ
任せてくれエニグマ
それ
よしもう大丈夫だ
Okay. Did we miss anything here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, good.
そこです。
よし一気に行くぞ
OK です。
任せてくれエディア
私のそこです。
俺の番だな
行きます。ドライブ開始。それ
ありがとうよしエディア
はい。へい。敵集団撃破しました。
Okay. Up we go. That's on
みん
me.
な立て直すぞ行くぞ
はい、そこです。
行くぞ
そうた敵集団続けてきま
そこ
す。
だ任せつ
私そこです。はあ、これで一安心です。
Suppose that's a... Well, now that I see this, I know that there's going to be a boss here. So that's fun. Suppose for the most part, Tio can probably nuke like half of the HP.
よし一気に行くぞ
OK です。
行くぞエニグマ駆動
行きます。エニグマクや
やよし上出来だ
た先生可能
行くぞ
始めましょう。
やっはっ
はい。エニグマ駆動それ
俺のバスこれが俺たちの力だ
Okay.
た
No chests, no chests.
そこです。
速攻で蹴りをつけるや任せてや
私の敵集団続けてきます。
任せてくれ
行きます。エニグマ駆動それ
ありがとう
さてと
よしまだまだいける
Good enough. Theo's gonna run out of EP at this point though. Well, maybe not yet, but...
俺の番だ。ティア、任せて。ティア、まだまだいける。
I mean, sure, but I want to check the other path.
敵出現。
行くぞ。
めんどくさいです。
エニグマ。
行きます。エニグマ駆動。やあ。
やあ。そこだ。
さてと。ドライブ開始。やあ。敵集団撃破しました。
That's pretty simple. Move 3. I was not expecting a fan pun here.
Hey.
No chests? Okay. I mean, do I have anyone in the team who uses move? Yes, I do. Huh. Thunder Cyclone. I'll take that. I'm not sure what that does, but I'll take that. Well, let us beat whatever the hell we're dealing with here.
ここは
どうやら終点のようですね。多分この近くに第三制御端末のある部屋が。
ティオ、
これは
That's a fat bat. Ish. Got the final area. It was about to go forward and search for the terminal, but then Lloyd felt danger and saved her. Grabbed her and jumped back. Just as the most fat bat in the I've seen launched down.
くそ、仮想の主ってところか。ティオ、なんとかいけそうか。
あ、はい、問題ありません。
Let us go.
データ収集を開始します。
So,
私の番です。ドライブ開始。あ、
行くぞ。
180? 180? 180? Brother, that is a lot of EP. What are we dealing with? And it's not even very useful. Might as as well. Immune to delay, seal, not poison and fire, but
よしエニグマ駆動
that's a lot of
私の
damage.
番です。エニグマ駆動。やあ。
それ
Hey, pretty good.
さあ行くぞだータイガーチャージ
さてと、ガンナーモード起動します。オーバルドライバー。
Surely this is
出力
enough.
最大。エーテルバスター。
That is enough.
敵
Clean.
集団撃破しました。
Prankster. That is a quartz. I don't remember what it does, but that is a quartz.
なんとか撃退できたか
Smash the bat. Smash the bat into pieces.
ティオ大丈夫かずいぶん苦戦しちゃったけど
You good?
いえ、問題ないです。
Okay.
ロイドさんの方は大丈夫ですか？
ランディ曰く防御のテクニックだけはちょっとしたもんらしいからさしかしランディとエリーがいたらもっと効率的に戦えたんだろうな日頃からどれだけあの二人に助けられていたか身に染みたよなんか変なこと言ったか
Aw.
いえ、こちらのことですから。第三制御端末は右にある扉の中だと思います。早速起動させてからヨナに通信で連絡しましょう。
ああそうするか
Let's see. Okay. I guess that's the exit path then. Let's heal up just in case. Also, let's see, what do we have here? Libra Gem and Prankster. Suppose that does help when you're trying to get dishes.
この端末が
Got to the terminal.
第三制御端末ですね。こことヨナが勝手に利用している第8制御端末の2箇所からハッキングを仕掛ける段取りです。
なるほどそれじゃヨナに連絡するか
はい、お願いします。エリーさんたちからも連絡があるかもしれませんから私のエニグマを使ってください。
ああわかヨナこちらロイドだ
あんたか、もう着いたのかよ。
ああちょうど今ティオが端末を起動している
オッケーオッケー。そんじゃこっちも始めるぜ。
Okay, let's.
そうだ、あんたエニグマの通信モードのスピーカーをオンにしなよ。
スピーカーをオン
エニグマの裏側にある赤いスイッチを押してください。そうすると通話相手の声が他の人にも聞こえますから。
こうか
聞こえるようになっただろ。
なるほど
消費 EP が多めなのであまり推奨はされていませんが、ヨナ、こちらの準備は完了です。後の段取りは？ああ、こっちはとっくにおとりになるべく動き回ってる。キティが現れたら連絡するから対応してくれ。
Calling Yona through Tio's Enigma. plan is about to begin.
了解しました。それまで待機します。よろしく頼んだぜ。
これで準備は終わりなのか？
ええ。あとはひたすら待機です。ハッキングを始めた後も私一人で十分ですし、私が一人で行くといった理由が分かりましたか？
なるほど。
Lloyd's gonna be bored.
でも実際ここに来るまでに結構大変だったわけだし、結果オーライでよかったじゃないか。
Aww.
その困ったな。話題がないぞ。
Waiting for Yona's signal. He hung up. Awkward silence between Tio and Lloyd.
そういえばミッシーだっけか？ずいぶん気に入ったんだな。そんなストラップまでつけて。
ええ、そうかもしれませんね。私はあまり物には執着しない性質ですけど、不思議とこれだけはずっと持ち続けていますね。
これここに来てから買ったものじゃないのか？
Lloyd pivots the convo to Mishi as he notices the key chain on Tio's Enigma is also Mishi. Tio says that she's not one to get attached to things, but she's held the keychain for years now.
確かクロスベルのご当地キャラクターだろ？
これはもらったものです。
Apparently it was a gift.
5年くらい前にガイさんから。
The plot twist thickens. The plot thickens. From Guy 5 years ago. The plot thickens. Seems like Tio knows / new Guy. That explains some of her odd reactions to Lloyd. Right? Tio. Like in the prologue where she reacted ... after Lloyd worried about not being a true detective yet. And when Theo reacted with a triple dot when we learned about Guy from Lloyd, or rather when Lloyd told the rest of the team about Guy, that makes more sense. Her odd reactions to Lloyd and Guy mentions, and Guy being mentioned.
Guy Bunnings.
Lloyd is understandably surprised.
ロイドさんのお兄さんですよね。
ああ、いや、もちろんそうだけど、ティオって兄貴と面識あったのか？
はい。
知らなかった。なんだよ。だったらもっと早く言ってくれればいいのに。でもティオは確かレマン自治州から来たんだろ？どうして兄貴と？しばらく旅に出るって、そんないきなり。一体どこに行くつもりなのさ？
レミフェリア公国だ。なーに、しばらくと言っても2ヶ月くらいで済むだろう。実はな、とびっきり可愛い女の子をエスコートしながらの旅なんだ。
ティオ、前にこの病院に？
He notes that he then starts having flashbacks that seem to correlate to Teal's situation. Is a guy leaving on a trip to escort a cute girl to her home. To you mentioning that she has been to the Ursula hospital before.
ええ、6年ほど前のことです。黙っているつもりではなかったんですけど。
Aww.
あれはティオのことだったのか？
多分そうです。私が9歳の時。
Apparently she was 9 years at the time. She was 9 at that time.
レミフェリアにある実家までガイさんに送ってもらった時ですね。
Guy was the one who escorted her back to her home at Remiferia. lore.
レミフェリア。ティオの出身はそこなのか。
はい。
Hmm.
と言ってもあまり思い入れがある故郷ではありませんが、もうほとんど捨ててしまった場所ですし。
Aw.
その、ティオのご両親は？
元気だと思いますよ。3年前に家を出てからほとんど連絡を取ってませんけど。
Hmm. Seems like Tio has abandoned her home in Remiferia. She left 3 years ago.
ある事情で私は5歳くらいの時から行方不明の身の上でした。
She says that at 5 she went missing for a period of time.
ガイさんに保護され衰弱していた私はウルスラ病院に半年ほど入院していました。
Now we're getting a timeline here. Guy rescued her. Then she was hospitalized at Ursula for half a year. Since she says that the guy rescued her, does that mean that she didn't go simply missing? God damn it.
そしてなんとか回復した後、実家まで送ってもらったんです。
そうだったのか。でもどうしてまた家を出たんだ？
ロイドさん、私が普通の人間と少し違うのはわかりますよね。
Then after she recovered, Guy insisted on escorting her home. Lloyd asks the obvious question. She went back home. Why did she leave then?
違うなんて。
事実ですから。外界の事象に関して私は普通の人間の数倍の感応力を持っています。普通の人には聞き取れないかすかな音、普通の人には見えない動力波の流れ、普通の人には感じられない属性の気配、そして人の感情や心の揺らぎまで。
Oh no. Did she notice that?
日曜学校に通っていても私は一人ぼっちでした。周りの子たちとは違ったものを見て、違ったものを感じて、そして見えない悪意や好奇心もはっきりと感じ取れてしまう。
Poor Tio.
両親は私を愛してくれましたが、やはり限界があったんでしょう。次第にうちの空気が張り詰めて、私は気づいてしまいました。帰ってこなければよかったって。そして気づいたら私は列車に乗っていました。共和国を経由してクロスベルに向かう列車に。
そうか、ティオは兄貴に会いに来たんだな。
そうかもしれません。そのマスコットをプレゼントしてくれた時にガイさんが言ったんです。安心しろ、きっとお前は幸せになれる。もしそうならなかったらいつでも俺を呼んでくれ。お前を不幸にする原因を一緒にぶっ飛ばしてやるからよ。
That actually sounds fitting for Guy.
いかにも兄貴が言いそうな言葉だけど。
Yeah, given what we've heard of him from Lloyd's flashbacks, that definitely sounds like something he'd say.
でもちょうどその頃に
途方に暮れていた私はエプスタイン財団の人と知り合って、
Hmm. She explains that she's different from other people in terms of sensory abilities. Which seemed to affect her daily life after she returned home. She could sense what other people were thinking, talking about her. And while her parents loved her, she could not stand it, so she bought a ticket to Crossbow. Lloyd realizes that she wanted to see Guy again. Tio confirms it, but Guy at that time was probably already passed away, given Lloyd's reaction. Then at her lowest point, an Epstein researcher, Foundation researcher found her. She met by chance.
その感応力を見込まれて、当時発足したばかりのオーバルスタッフの開発チームにスカウトされました。
He saw potential in her and recruited her for the Oval Staff Dev Team.
そしてレマン自治州に渡り、財団の研究所で3年間過ごして、
Then she transferred to Lemon and worked as a researcher for 3 years.
そして3ヶ月前、再びクロスベルに戻ってきました。
And 3 months ago, she returned to Crossbow.
ティオ。
Aww.
ごめんな。突然いなくなっちまうようなバカ兄貴で。女の子との約束を守らないなんて、ほんと兄貴らしくもない。
Aww.
ロイドさん。
Yona, why do you have to interrupt an emotional moment for the love of... Oh. Lloyd headpats Tio and comforts her a bit, but then Leona's call interrupts the emotional moment. God Damn it, Yona.
ヨナみたいですね。キティが現れた。
Well, let the cat and mouse game begin. Cat catch begin. Cat hunt begin.
今ちょうどこっちが用意した餌を発見したところだ。
Let us go.
追い込んでいくからサポートを始めてくれ。わかりました。
俺は高みの見物か。ティオ、無茶だけはするなよ。
はい、心配ご無用です。
Let's go.
アクセス A オンシステム起動。ネットワーク上のリソースの第二境界領域に潜伏開始。キティが来るのを待ちます。はいはい、マムっておいおい、キティのやつもうプロテクトを解除しやがった。うわー、せっかく用意したおいしい餌が一瞬で。信じられねえ。どうやって仕掛けてるんだよ。落ち着いてよな。おそらく圧倒的な処理能力で力任せに進んでいるだけでしょう。焦らず2歩先を読んでこちらへと誘導してください。くそ、無茶言いやがる。第4ターミナル、第17ターミナル、視聴者のメインターミナルを通過。第25ターミナルに追い込んだ。そっちの領域に行ったぞ。確認しました。これがキティ。確かに早すぎる。 A オンシステム開放。複数同時並列処理に入ります。行きます。
Come on, Tio, you can do it.
こちらも確認。お、いい流れじゃん。このまま行けばそっちだけでキティを捕まえられるんじゃね。いいえ、あなたやキティと違って私は純粋なハッカーではありません。 A オンがダウンしたらさすがに追いつけないでしょう。くそ、だったらどうすんだよ。ダウン覚悟で限界まで処理を高めてキティの退路を塞ぎます。おそらくキティはもう一度そちらの領域にシフトするはずです。タイミングを見計らってコンマ1秒以内で捕まえてください。ああ、もう分かった。やればいいんだろ。それでは A オンシステムリミットブレイク。今です。
Lloyd is probably just standing there and being like, what the hell is happening?
そこだー。よっしゃー、捕まえたぜ
やったのか。
ー。ええ、そうみたいですね。
大丈夫か。
Tio, you good?
はい、
She probably just overexerted herself for a bit.
ちょっと処理を上げすぎたせいで目を回してしまいました。
Aww.
まったく無茶するなって言ったのに。
Good job.
あのさ、ティオ、兄貴がした約束、俺に引き継がせてくれないか。もし幸せになれなかったらい
Aww.
つでも呼んでくれ。お前を不幸にする原因を一緒にぶっ飛ばしてやる。
You do realize that Yona is probably still on call. That's going to be awkward. That's going to be awkward. The hunt is over. Yona caught Kitty. But Tio slightly overexerted herself, so she's a bit tired and dizzy. Lloyd comes over and headpats her and then tells her that he's going to take over, asks asks her if he could take over Guy's promise.
悔しいけど兄貴はすごかった。パワーにしても行動力にしてもまだまだ足元にも及んじゃいない。でも俺頑張るから。その約束を守れるくらいはでかい男になってみせるからさ。だから
不思議ですね。
Lloyd, are you sure? Lloyd and Theo, are you sure that Yoda's not listening to this?
Ne.
ロイドさんとガイさんってあんまり似ていないのに、それでもどこか似たようなものを感じます。
Aww.
魂のありようというか、見ている方向が同じというか。
俺と兄貴が。
はい。でもやっぱり違います。ロイドさんはロイドさんであってガイさんと同じじゃありません。それはロイドさんが一番分かっているんじゃないですか。
Aww. She's a bit mad.
ですからどうせ約束してくれるのなら別の内容がいいです。
え？
別に今すぐじゃなくていいです。
Aww. Theo says that while she feels that Lloyd and Guy are similar, Lloyd isn't the guy and shouldn't try to be exactly like Guy either. So she wants Lloyd to make his own promise instead of taking over Guy's. And she says that he doesn't not have to do it here and now.
ロイドさんの言葉で私にしてくれる約束、思いついたらで結構ですから。
ティオ。
それに私も子供じゃありません。一方的に守られるのも何かをしてもらうのも嫌です。私だって同じ支援課のメンバーでしょ。
Yes.
そうだな。確かにその通りだ。
どうしたんですか？
いや、ちゃんと笑ってる顔初めて見たかもって思ってさ。
Aww.
別に笑っていません。
Aww.
これは気が抜けてしまっただけで。
照れるなって。でももったいないな。ティオ、元がすごく可愛いんだから普通に笑えばモテモテだろう。
Lloyd. This is what Ellie warned you against back on the rooftop.
すごく可愛いって。
Lloyd. I knew it. I knew it. He's still listening.
おっと。
Theo's gonna murder him.
嫌な。
Lloyd's natural what's the word? Lady killer instincts, as Randy said, kicked in again, and he called Theo adorable. Theo seemed to be affected by it. Lloyd, brother. But then Yona interjected, reminding them of his presence.
いつから聞いていたんですか？
Since the beginning.
いや、笑ってる顔は初めてとかのあたりだけど。
Uh,
なんか珍しいもん聞かせてもらっちまったな。まさかあんたがそんな風に慌てるなんてね。
oh no, he's dead. He's dead.
それ以上無駄口を叩いたらポムットで40連鎖します。それは使用的に無理だからって。あんたなら本当にやりかねないけど。
それでヨナ、キティの正体はちゃんとつかめたのか？
僕を誰だと思ってるんだっつうの。
Theo is... how do I describe this? Theo threatened Yona with a 40 combo in Pom Party to shut him up. Lloyd then pivoted the conversation to Kitty, asking if Yona figured out who she is.
無事アドレスは掴んだからそっちにも情報を送るぜ。
Now says that he figured out her location and sent it to and is sending it to Lloyd right now.
お、妙な添付ファイルがついてるみたいですけど。添付ファイル？
Ah, oh no.
なんだこりゃ。
Then Theo's terminal. The terminal Theo's using gets an attachment file sent. Yona
アドレスを割り出したログにどうしてこんなものが？
Yona says that he only sent the log. Oh boy. I think Kitty outsmarted both of them.
開いてみましょうか。
これは
なんじゃこりゃ。
Oh, Kitty's just trolling.
ちょっと待て。これってひょっとして居場所を突き止められた仕返しにハッキングを受けたみたいですね。いいえ、最初から手のひらの上だったのかも。そうなるとダミー情報をつかまされた可能性もありますね。
Poor Yona. He just gave up.
おい、大丈夫か？
あの状況でアドレスを偽装する余裕はさすがになかったはずだ。だったらアドレスを解析すればなんとかアクセスポイントも。
Just give
いや
up.
でも
Just give up.
おーい。
まあ放っておいて一旦ヨナのところに戻りましょう。報酬のメモリークォーツも受け取る必要がありますし。
Okay.
なんかいろいろありすぎてすっかり忘れていたな。
Well. Yona just falls over, it seems. He's really dejected. here turns off the terminal and we go back to Yona's place to pick up the quartz.
この近くに出口付近に出る非常エレベーターがあるはずです。それを起動させて帰りましょう。
ああ、そうするか。
Okay. Up we go. Out of Geofront, a sun's already setting.
なんだかんだ言って結構長く潜っていたんだな。
そうですね。
ティオ？
なんでもないです。早くヨナのところに戻ってメモリークォーツを受け取りましょう。
I think she's still a bit embarrassed.
それにキティの正体も気になりますし。
そうだな。何かつかめてるといいんだが。
ローゼンベルク工房。
Well, I guess this just confirms the data that we confirms the suspicion that we had from the data that we gathered. Like Ren saying that she's playing with the freckles, and Yona having freckles, and Kitty having the same personality as Ren in terms of behavior. Seems like Tio is curious about Kitty's identity. Back at Yona's abode, it seems like her location is Rosenberg Studio. Well, which confirms that Kitty is probably Ren.
ちょっと待って。ローゼンベルク工房って人形を作っている工房だろ？北の参道の途中にあった。
そうだよ、その通りですよ。でもキティのアドレスを解析したらそこがアクセスポイントって出たんだ。何の冗談だよこれは。確かに不可解ですね。
どういうことなんだ？あの工房にキティがいたら何かおかしいことでもあるのか？
その現在自治州内に敷かれている動力ネットワーク網は市内とウルスラ病院くらいなんです。
Says that it's weird that Kitty's location is at the Doll Studio. I guess the only places where the Urbal network is supposed to be functioning are the city and the hospital.
あとは湖の対岸にある保養地ミシュラムくらいでしょうか。
As well as the Michelin Resort.
無線の動力波は不安定だから普通の動力通信にしか使われない。大量の情報のやり取りをする動力ネットは基本的に有線なんだ。ウルスラ病院とミシュラムだって固定に動力ケーブルが通ってるし、でもどう考えても参道外れの工房に動力ケーブルが敷かれてるわけがない。
According to Yona, wireless waves are unstable for Orbital network shenanigans, so it has to be a cable connection, such as the one from Michelin to Ursula at the bottom of the lake. But no one would connect the doll factory, the doll studio in a mountain, to the city.
ああ、もうどういうトリックなんだよ。
Hello, Ren.
まさかな。
Lloyd has a flashback to their meeting with Ren.
まあ謎は残されましたが収穫はあったみたいで何よりです。それでは報酬をいただきましょうか。
わかったっつうの。あんたらの助けがなかったらここまでたどり着けなかったしな。
これが俺たちが興味を示す情報か。
ぶっちゃけて言うとルバーチェ絡みの情報、関連情報もまとめといたからあんたらには重宝すんじゃねえの。
And then we get the reward from Yona, the memory quartz, which according to Yona has info on most of Rivacha's relationships and some of other related topics.
関連情報。
それは
Nice, very convenient.
なるほど、確かに一番知りたい情報ですね。
言っとくけど知ってるやつなら全部知ってるような情報ばかりだぜ。例えば警察の上層部なんかはとっくに掴んでるネタばかりだろ。
Says that nothing there is classified, but it's info that anyone could find out if they dug hard enough. Says that the CPD head honchos have been sitting on it for a while.
いや助かるよ。そういう情報が回ってこなくてちょっと困ってたところだったからさ。
あっそ、よかったじゃん。
Yona seems not satisfied with what he got.
ああもう、
Yep.
今日はもう寝る。また明日さっきの手がかりをもとにキティの正体を追ってやるからな。
Good luck.
まあほどほどにな。せっかくの記念祭なんだから引きこもってばかりいないでデートでもしてきたらどうだ。
With who?
うるせえ、余計なお世話だっつうの。この弟系装飾男子を装った食いまくりのリア充野郎が。
意味不明だけど不当に中傷してるみたいだな。
そういえばロイドさん記念祭の初日にセシルさんとデートしてましたね。
へ、
その後もノエルさんたち姉妹と両手に花で楽しく過ごしたとか。なるほど、経験者の言葉には重みがありますね。
bruh.
そのティオさん何がおっしゃりたいんでしょう。
いえ特に何も。
That's so funny.
メモリークォーツをコネクト。これで一通りの項目にアクセスすることができます。
結構揃っているな。
今まで不明なところも多かったルバーチェの情報。
まとまった形で確認できるのは初めてかもしれないわね。
Back at SSS office, we explore the data on the quartz.
そんじゃまあ一通り目を通していくか。
ああ。
Summary slash history. Bosch is the largest criminal organization currently operating in Crossbow. Founded roughly at S1130, coinciding with founding of the state itself. The name suggests its fortune was collected by smuggling goods from between the Empire and the Republic. Under the pretext of being a trading company. That way, Revashe managed to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Bruh. Really? It's that bad?
Naるほど。よくまとまってる情報だな。
今まで聞いていた話が的確にまとめられている感じね。しかし改めて見るとやっぱりとんでもないですね。
ああ、非合法なビジネスで相当儲けまくってる感じだな。
They are participating in a number of illegal activities. Due to organizations' ties with influential Diet members, Revashe is rarely punished, and while members are arrested from time to time, they are bailed out almost immediately. Arms influence. Main forces number around 300. Including low-level workers inside and outside the state. Total numbers are roughly 500. Russia's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries, combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge weaponry, Obol weaponry. Russia is believed to have considerable military strength. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, Russia has influence beyond Crossbow, holding deep ties with influential figures both the Empire and the Republic. According to recent intel, Russia began losing ground to Kyiv, a rival organization, but after bolstering their firepower with warhounds, they recovered the advantage.
こうしてみるとやっぱり大きな組織だよな。それに軍隊経験者もかなり多そうな感じだし。
ああ、前に下っ端と戦った時かなり手強かったのも納得だぜ。
でもあの時の軍用犬そのまま運用しているみたいですね。私たちが捕まえたのも無駄になったというわけですか。
そうだな。
ちょっと虚しくなるわね。
Don Marconi Macaroni Charles Crossbow's largest mafia is the current president of Russia. Is the 5th Don, but he didn't get the position conventionally. 8 years ago he ascended to the Don position by overthrowing the 4th Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. He has Rabonian heritage. Due to that, it seems that Marconi is prioritizing his relationship with the members of Diet's Imperial faction particularly his ties with Speaker Hartman are well documented. He has also made inroads with the Republican faction as well. He seems to leverage both factions to take advantage of Crossbell's unique situation.
こりゃなんつうか印象的なおっさんだな。
ユーモラスな外見ですけど、やってることはえげつないです。
それに思っていた以上に柔軟で頭も切れるみたいね。帝国寄りなのに共和国方面にもコネクションを持ってるなんて
相当厄介そうな相手だな。
Garcia Rossi. Official position is the General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, he's working as the Mafia's underboss and commander-in-chief. Oh no, that's not right. Commander of the henchmen. Rossi previously served as a commanding officer of Zephyr Jaeger Corps. When Marconi ascended to Dawn position 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him. Afterward, he recruited Rossi permanently. Rossi was the main reason behind the Mafia's militarization and increase in strength. In his Jaeger days, Rossi was called Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced combat abilities.
あの若頭の人、両兵団の出身だったのね。
西風の旅団、どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
大陸西部において最強と謳われた両兵団の一つだ。
Tio and Randy Tio recognizes the name Zephyr, and Randy explains that it's one of the 2 strongest Jaeger corps in western Zemuria.
その部隊長をやってたってことは相当な戦闘力なのは間違いねえな、キリングベアって名前も何度か耳にしたことがあるぜ。
そうか、確かにすごい迫力だったけど、でもやっぱりランディそういうのが詳しいんだな。
昔噂で聞いたくらいだけどな。
Speaker Hartman. Extremely influential politician holding the position of speaker in the Crossbill Diet. Also the leader of the Imperial faction. Descendant of Erebonian nobility, owns a luxurious mansion at the far southern reaches of Mishalam. Old friend of Marconi. The Blood and Iron Chancellor. Apparently, according to some sources, it seems like Hartman also had a meeting with Gilead Osborne last year to demonstrate his foreign and domestic authority.
これがハルトマン議長。
なんつうか政治家ってより帝国の大貴族って感じだな。しかしあの鉄血宰相と会見したってのはマジなのか？
ええ、非公式ではあるけれど、去年の春頃、オズボーン宰相がクロスベルを訪れたらしいの。おじい様には会わずにハルトマン議長とだけ会談してすぐに帰国したらしいけど、一時期各国の政界ではその話で持ちきりだったみたい。
そんなことがあったのか。鉄血宰相、相当有名な人みたいだけど。
何のために訪れたのかちょっと気になりますね。
なるほど、今まで漠然としてたところがかなり見えるようになったな。
ええ、冷酷かつ抜け目ないトップと歴戦の良兵だった若頭の存在、そしてハルトマン議長との関係ね。
しかもその議長ってのはあの鉄血宰相とも何かしらの関係があるんだろう。確かにクロスベルの警察が全く手を出せないのも納得だぜ。
そうだな。
待ってください。渡されたメモリークォーツの中に隠されたデータがありました。
Just as the team has started consider processing the information they just went through, Tio says that she found some concealed information in the courts. Huh?
隠されたデータ。
I mean, I don't think Yona would do something like that, so...
って隠したってんならあのガキが隠したんだろう。
ええ、どうやら私が気づくか試そうとしたらしいですね。
Oh no. Seems like Yona was testing whether Tio would find it. Tio's gonna smack him in Palm Party, probably.
後でお仕置きをしないと。
Yep.
それはともかく、その隠されたデータも見れるか。
ええ、お茶の子さいさいです。
Wait.
No.
Schwa. And the hidden data is regarding the auction.
これは
シュバルツオークション。
エステルちゃんたちが言ってた例のイベントってやつか。はは、あのガキシャレた真似をすんじゃねえか。
どうやら本当に存在するイベントのようですね。それもルバーチェ絡みですか。
ああ、怪しいとは思ってたけど。よし、とにかく見てみるか。
Schwarze auction. Annual event staged by Varsha on the final day of the anniversary festival. It's held in the form of a private, largely secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most of the items up for bid are works of art acquired through illegal channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to crossbillons, nobles, and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, which makes the auction function as a secret gathering of Zemuria's high society. Auction is a source of major source of income for Rivasha, and also allows Hartman to network with people, with influential people. Security is solely handled by Vivasha. Entry is prohibited unless a guest provides a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose.
これは
シ じられない。そんなものが毎年開かれていたなんて。
でもちょっとおかしいです。秘密にしている割にはかなり大規模な催しですけど。
いや、警察とマスコミには厳重に規制がかかってんだろう。でもなけりゃこんなもんが表沙汰にならねえわけがねえ。
その通りだ。
Hi, Sergey. Just as the team discusses that there is no way the police and mass media are unaware of this, Sergey says that Sergey confirms it. Hi, Sergey.
課長。
お疲れ様です。
やれやれ。まさか自力でそこまでたどり着いちまうとはな。まあいい、ここじゃあなんだ。そっちの部屋で一通り話してやろう。
それじゃあ、あのファイルにあった情報は全て事実ってわけですか？
ああ、そうだ。
Sergey. In his office, we basically get confirmation that all of the info in the courts is accurate.
誰が調べたもんかは知らんが、なかなか的確にまとめてやがるな。
でも警察の上層部では全て掴んでいるんですよね。
ああ、全員とは言わねえがな。警部クラス以上はもちろん、一家の連中は全員知ってるはずだ。遊撃士協会だって受付やアリオスあたりだったらとっくに承知しているだろう。
これも壁ってわけですか？
ああ、とびきりでかい壁だ。基本的に俺はお前たちの行動に制限をつけるつもりはないが、シュバルツオークションにだけは手を出すのはやめろ。
He says that most of the CPD's top brass, anyone above inspector rank, probably is aware of this information. The Bracer Guild and Arios are probably aware as well. Sergey says that while he's not planning to restrict us, he recommends to not poke our noses into the Schwarz auction.
お前たちには荷が重すぎる。
でも。
おいおい課長、言葉を間違えてんじゃねえよ。俺たちに荷が重いってより警察そのものが動けねえんだろ。
それだけの有力者を招待して、しかも実質的な主催者の一人があのハルトマン議長。そんなの動けるわけがないわ。
民間人に危険が迫らない限り遊撃士協会も動けませんし、誰も手が出せないということですか。
だからといって
悔しい思いをしてんのはお前たちだけじゃねえ。特に一家の連中は毎年歯ぎしりするような思いだろうさ。非人道的な催しだったらそれこそギルドに動かれる前に意地でも突っ込むところだが、どうやら出品物が黒い以外は豪華なパーティーってだけらしいからな。実際下手に手を出しちまったら支援かごと潰される可能性は高い。だから今回ばかりは俺もお前らを止めざるを得ない。ま、そういうことだ。
やれやれです。
納得しろとは言わん。だが現実を直視し、自分たちに何がどこまでできるか見極めるってのも時には必要だ。そしてその悔しさを忘れない限り、いつかきっとチャンスは来るだろう。お前たちが諦めなければな。
Team's frustrated, but Sergey says that Sergey basically says that a chance will come if you wait for it.
わかりました。この件に関しては手を出すのはやめておきます。
ロイドさん。
やれやれ。おい、起きろ。
Day 3 end. Day 3 over. Day 4. Randy seems to be waking up Lloyd.
いつまでもグースか寝てんじゃねえよ。たく仕方ねえな。ほら、とっとと起きろっての。
あれ？
たく、どうして俺が野郎なんかを起こさなきゃならねえんだっつの。朝チュンでハンラの姉ちゃんに優しく起こされるのが俺様のスタイルだっつうのに。
Randy。
そしてコーヒーなんか入れて2人でまったりと。いやいや、そのままガバーッといっちゃうのも悪くないかね。
ごめん。ランディの妄想に付き合えるほど頭が回ってないみたいだ。もうミーティングの時間なのか？
ああ、とっくにな。お嬢とティオスケが朝飯作ってくれてるからとっとと食っちまおうぜ。
そっか、すぐに着替えるよ。
なんだよ。
ランディってかっこいいよな。そういう気の使い方、俺にはとても真似できないよ。
バカ、お前何こっぱずかしいこと言ってんだ。落ち込んでる野郎を慰める趣味なんざ持ってねえっつの。
自分で言ってんじゃん。大丈夫。一晩寝たらなんか落ち着いた。悔しい気持ちは残ってるけどさ。
そうか。悔しがれ青少年。そうやって挫折を知ってこそでかい男になれるってもんだぜ。
だから子供扱いするのはやめてくれって。すぐに着替えるから先に下に降りててくれよ。
へい。
さてと、記念祭も4日目。今日も忙しくなりそうだ。さてと、4日目の業務を始めよう。新しい要請が入っていないか念のためチェックしないとな。
そうね。今日は市内でパレードもあるし、逆に郊外に足を伸ばしている観光客もちらほら出ているみたいだし。
紛失物とか迷子とかいろいろと入ってきそうですね。
そのあたりは正直全部は面倒見きれねえけどな。俺たちでやれる範囲のフォローをしていけばいいんじゃねえか
なあ。そうだな。
Let's see. Last night, Go Fun. Oh, Armorica. A couple from out of town. Thief. monster extermination, that's whatever. This is medium. Footstools. I mean, it's probably not Shuli because she's under Ilya's watchful eye. Well, one way or another, I'm first going to take a short break. Okay, back. Sergei is out, it seems. Okay, so what's the plan? The main quest this time is missing tourists. I believe that's in Armorica. And then we have the serial theft and the extermination at Crossbow Highway. This is going to be on this route, so I suppose I'm going to be dealing with the monster request and the Armorica request on the way there. Like, this is going to be the last bad. In which case, I suppose the quickest way to deal with this would be to go through the outer areas, then the city, then eastern end. So... the highway, I guess, I suppose. West Highway. I wonder if the Shining Bomb is going to appear on this iteration. Anything here? Nope. Doesn't seem like there's the bomb. If Lloyd did that, I think Ellie would have would have shot him. I suppose they both are similar here. Certainly was not expecting to not have anything of like real value in terms of dialogue here. But I suppose that's fine. Mines. Poor Sister Juju. Bruh. Excuse me, a backdoor deal. Archbishop himself. Are you serious? Nothing of high interest. Mines, mountain path, cathedral. Apparently, late last night, the cathedral was visited by a man supposedly from imperial government. who tried to propose a backdoor deal to the Archbishop. Bruh. That is too blatant. Ralda has some Ralda has standards, however. So he chased him out. God damn it. Suppose now I should. Now there may be some reaction or a cutscene as we approach the Doll Studio, given the knowledge we have now. Nope. Doesn't seem like anything's happening here. Well then.
データ収集を開始します。さてと、撤退をか撤退失敗です。私の番ね。ごきげんよ
う。Okay.
もらったぜ。
またそこ。
よしか。
行きそこです。
よしせや
はいへい。
まずさっそこ行くぞヘパ
はいそこです。
さっそこなんとかなったわね。
もらったぜ
私へい。
よしよしヘディ
あ私へい。
さてや
俺の行くぞや
はいそこです。はあ、これで一安心です。
Bruh. Mines. Seems like Bixen is actually willing to agree to Felicia's terms after all this time. Well, she does have some spirit. I think I explored everything here.
そこです、そこです。
Ah. Ursula Road. Copan seems to have encountered Estelle while fishing. I think Michael might have a crush on Shizuku. I think I bought that one already, but I don't remember. Oh. Medical college. Seems like Estelle and Joshua are visiting Shizuku. Oh, nice. Gable seems to be aware of the auction. I think Yonter likes fish more than women. Bruh. I think there's a dispute here. I think I'll actually probably end stream here. Because by a pure technicality there is only 2 real requests plus the photo request, which is probably done. I'm just being cautious. If anything, if we happen to get Michelin access for like the next day, for the last day or whatever, then we may actually have a photo here to photo there to deal with, but otherwise I think we've taken pictures, taken enough pictures to as much as we need at least. So that's like barely any requests, and we only have Crossbow to go through, and then this side of it, this side of the map, because I imagine we will not be able to access Mishlam today, given the auction shenanigans and how we got information regarding that. And since it's happening tomorrow, we might actually get a reason to go there, regardless of the fact that the team said that we're not going to actually go there. So anyway, whoever is going to be watching this now or later, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next stream, which is going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be potentially the final stream of Dino Blade, because I believe I'm on the final boss. I may not be on the final boss, but as I said on the previous stream, I have been grinding off stream for the 400 skill points, stat points to grind to distribute. So we're going to be distributing those on stream, and then going right into the final boss battle. But yeah, anyway, as I just said, whoever is going to be watching this now or later, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next stream. Adios.